I have to admit, with the lack of comps recently, the range of events I've been practicing regularly has gone down significantly. I usually practice the events that are coming up at my next competition, but seeing as I haven't been to a competition in over a year and a half, I've really only been practicing 3x3 recently. That is, until a few months ago. I recently started practicing a new event, and I've been dropping a lot of time and having a lot of fun doing so. Here, I bet you can guess the event just based on the sound of the puzzle. I bet some of you might even know the alg that was, but in case you don't know already, it's a Square-1. I got a prototype version of this cube from the Cubicle earlier this year, and I felt a bit awkward unboxing it because I hadn't been practicing Square-1 in forever. MA Cubing and Cubing Wizard expressed their confusion in the comments of my unboxing video, and they brought up some valid points. The last time I posted a Square-1 related video was 2 years prior, in 2019, when I unboxed the Little Magic Square-1. At the time that I unboxed the MGC, I was still averaging in the 20 to 22 second range using my Volt V1. I had never upgraded to the Volt V2 when it came out because I really wasn't into the event at the time, and I didn't think that upgrading my cube would make that much of a difference in my times. In a way I was right, but in another way I was wrong. In the grand scheme of things, the Volt V1 really isn't a bad puzzle. Yes, it has its flaws, but when you compare it to the Square-1s that existed just a few years prior, like the Calvin's one, the Volt is still an amazing cube. With that mindset, there was really no point in upgrading at the time. I was nowhere near world class, where I would be able to take advantage of every tiny upgrade that a new cube could offer, so I just didn't bother getting any new Square-1s. When the Cubicle sent me the MGC Square-1, I figured I should start practicing the event again just so I could make a fair review. Getting this new cube finally motivated me to learn more about it. For the first time, I actually wanted to practice Square-1. Except that's not entirely true. I've gotten spurts of motivation to learn full advanced cube shape before, but I was always overwhelmed by the amount of cases and how difficult they were to recognize. That all changed when I watched CubeMaster's intermediate cube shape tutorial. Prior to finding this video, I had no idea that intermediate cube shape even existed. All I knew about was beginner and advanced, nothing in between. Watching this tutorial completely changed my outlook on Square-1. Learning the basics of the scallop kite method actually helped me start recognizing all the other shapes. All of a sudden, learning advanced cube shapes seemed 10 times more manageable. I still don't know full CS, but I'm way closer than I was before. In the past few months, I've been able to lower my average by about 5 seconds, down to around 15, and I feel like this is a pretty significant drop. Square-1 is a fairly alg-based event, so one of the first things I did to improve my times was finish learning full CO, EO, and CP. Each of these alg sets have less than 10 cases each, which is a very reasonable amount to memorize. I also started learning multiple algs for some of the cases in these sets, in order to execute them from different angles and cut down on U and D moves. The bottom line is, if you're interested in improving at Square-1, I highly recommend watching CubeMaster's tutorials. He has a ton of videos on how to improve at Square-1, covering a wide range of topics. Everything from a beginner Square-1 tutorial, all the way up to a full CSP tutorial, and everything in between. No matter what speed you are, I truly think you will be able to find some of his videos helpful. That said, it's also important to look at other resources as well. If you're brave enough to tackle CSP, #Cuber has a great website containing every CSP case with algs for odd and even parity. Personally, I'm not ready to start learning this yet, but for those of you who are, this will be a great resource. I'd like to thank the Cubicle for sending me the MGC Square-1 to review. I highly recommend this puzzle, and if you'd like to buy one for yourself, I'll leave a link to it in the description of this video, so you can check it out at thecubicle.com. And remember, you can always get 5% off of all your orders from the Cubicle by using the discount code LCC. I still have a lot to learn about Square-1, but for now, I'm just looking forward to going to another competition and crushing all my PRs. Thanks for watching.